horrifying and shocking. These were young people. Allison Parker was, what, 24 years old? She had just graduated from college in 2012. Adam Ward was 27 years old. He was thinking of leaving the media to go with his fiancée to start a new life. It's just unbelievably sad. Before we get into more of that, though, I want to go to Joe Giacalone because, as I said, the shooter is still out there somewhere. And I do want your reaction to this video, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, what's going to happen here is that they're going to lock down this entire area. Nobody's going anywhere. They're going to be stopping cars. They're going to be setting up roadblocks. They have to examine everybody in that park, too. They're going to have to go through every nook and cranny. I mean, you know, as water parks, there's a lot of places to hide, bushes and stuff like that. And the law enforcement officers have to be mindful of their own safety right now because this is somebody could be popping out of the bushes at this point. We do have a good snapshot of this photo. We got to get that out there, to push it social media and everybody. You could still pick this guy out. Somebody who would know him, especially in that area, is going to know who this guy is to get a beat on him right away and try to find out where he lives. They're going to probably execute search warrants at his house. So even if they do know who he is, I don't think the police will give you his name right away, especially to the media, because they want to execute a warrant and they want to be able to do all the stuff. They're going to have to examine his social media posts and see what that we've seen before from some of these shooters. We have no idea what his motive would be, but the police are going to have to develop a theory in order to go forward and what they can figure out and piece together in this tragedy.
Does it appear to you, Joe, that the reporter and photographer were targeted?
Well, it seems that way because there's another female there that goes unscathed. So, I mean, we've seen a lot of stupid things happen on live TV recently. Kids, adults think that they can do anything they want to the reporters. We've seen them be pushed, attacked, robbed on air just recently, not too long ago, but, say stupid things. I mean, we need to come up with some sort of ground rules about how far you can get between reporters and stuff. And I mean, I do a lot of this stuff too with you guys and other agencies and the people that come up to you in the middle of the thing. I mean, some of them are, intimidating to the reporters and stuff too. So, I mean, we're going to have to figure out what's going on here. They know they're not armed. These guys and girls are hardworking people, and, they're carrying equipment. They're easy targets for these people. We're going to have to figure something out here.
Yeah, I'm getting more information from the general manager at WDBJ, and I just got an email containing that information. I'm going to read it off my computer right now. The shooting went down at 6:45 a.m. That's Eastern Time. The gunman is believed to be a man, fired 6 to 7 times. The station itself is not running the video at this time. We are only going to run it once an hour, and we'll do it with a warning. The station is working closely with Sheriff Overton on the case, and Sheriff Overton is from Franklin County, Virginia, and they do not believe the interview subject was injured at all. So as I said, Allison Parker, the reporter, 24 years old. Her photographer, Adam Ward, was 27 years old.
There's a little bit of conflicting information about that person. There is a report from a local newspaper that maybe the person we saw being interviewed maybe was shot, wounded, but we don't know.
The station is saying that the person being interviewed was not interviewed.
We should mention, by the way, in the video we saw there, we analyze it, it appears that when we see a gunman, he was coming from behind if you look at it in a certain way. So it may be the situation where the reporters on air doing the interview just had no idea, unfortunately.
Sure, it does appear to be able to help piece together where exactly those gunshots were coming from. They'll closely analyze that video. What's very clear, though, to the layman watching that video is that the photographer has no warning. The reporter does not see it coming, neither does the person who is being interviewed, because nobody looks up, nobody reacts. The first disruption you hear is actually the gunshot, and then that barrage of 6 or 7 gunshots at least that we heard. And then you see that reporter screaming.
I don't know if I should say this, but you have to admire Adam Ward, the photographer. That camera did not go off. It stayed on, and he may be responsible for catching a killer, right? I got to take a break. We'll be back with much more in the newsroom.